Right, let's now go across to the Mahindra Satyam press conference that's being held on the first quarter numbers. Profit after tax at 352 crore rupees.
Direct dependence on the state of the global economy. We are not insulated from these significant events. Customers are cautious and looking at avenues to minimize financial commitments and spend through austerity measures. But for us, uncertainty is not unfamiliar. We know how to respond to it, and I do believe we have responded to it in a fairly effective manner. This is also an important quarter for us because this completes 3 years which were given to us to restructure the company. Let me spend a few moments reflecting on what our objectives and commitments were and how we have done so far. We started with few but focused objectives: customer retention, associate retention, reduction in attrition, improved corporate governance, resolution of legal disputes, and improvement in operating margins. These were not easy. This required concerted and focused attention. It required the involvement of almost every associate who worked in the company. And I'm happy to say that on completion of 3 years, I do believe that we have had more than a modest success in achieving these objectives. On the customer front, not only did we retain most of our customers after the turnaround program started, but we are adding new logos consistently over the last few quarters. Associate retention has been quite successful, with attrition levels down to their lowest in the last 3 years. On operating margins, we had mentioned that we would be in the industry range of EBITDA, and I would say that I do believe we have achieved that objective. So all in all, I do believe we have had a successful turnaround, and the company, as I said last quarter, is healthy and is willing to compete with any tier 1 company on its own terms. Now let me come to the specific numbers for this quarter. The revenue for the quarter was 1,880 crores, a growth of 12.8% over the previous quarter. In terms of dollar, the revenue was $342 million, a 3% quarter-on-quarter growth. The EBITDA for the quarter was 408 crores, a 74 million quarter-on-quarter, a growth of 26%. In rupee terms, our growth was 40% over the previous quarter. EBITDA margins are at 21.7%. They were up 480 basis points. True, the currency, the weakening of dollar did help us in this region, but again, there was also, even on constant currency terms, a significant improvement in the margins. Our profit after tax was 365 crores, around $67 million. So with us having reached this level of EBITDA margin, I think the ghost of the past has been exorcised, and we are now fully recovered, fully healthy, and have the competitive edge which we wanted. Not only that, our EBITDA margin improvement has been based on strong fundamentals of growth, improved efficiencies and innovations. Our merger with Tech Mahindra continues to progress well. I would like to thank the shareholders for their overwhelming support for the merger, which exceeded 99% of the voters present and voting. We look to progress in an expeditious manner and reap the benefits of a unified and a larger base of operations. As we speak, we are aligning our processes to ensure seamless integration of all the systems, processes and best practices across facets of our business. As you know, it is now, we are at the final stage of getting the approvals, and we have moved petitions both to the High Court of Andhra Pradesh and to the High Court of Maharashtra, and we are waiting their approval before merger is in fact effective. To sum up, I do believe we have had a satisfactory quarter with reasonable revenue growth and strong margin performance. We continue to focus on increasing our business momentum through customer centricity, increased market coverage, and adoption of new and emerging business models. Our talent pool is robust and growing, and we continue to bolster our management capabilities. Our journey of nursing a fractured organization back to health has progressed well, and we hope to continue with this momentum. With these few remarks, I will ask our Chief Executive, who will be really responsible for where the company is today, to give his remarks.
Thank you, Vineet, and really thanks to all of you for continuing to support us during this 3-year journey. And trust me, the goodwill and the way we progressed, you all played a very, very critical role, because in a lot of ways, the confidence that we came up with 3 years ago, and if you had not reflected that confidence to the rest of the world, we wouldn't have been able to retain all the customers, we wouldn't have been able to encourage and motivate our associates, and more importantly in our business, the way we have structured our business, our alliance partners play a very, very significant role. So I can only say is that, again, thank you. We continue to focus on building up the organization. We are very conscious.
So there you have it. That is the management of Mahindra Satyam. Look at that Q1 profit figure. It's coming at 352 crore rupees. It's up by about 10% on a quarter-on-quarter basis, but much higher than our expectations. The CNBC TV 18 poll had anticipated the Mahindra Satyam's first quarter profit to come in at 273 crore rupees. So really beating street estimates on that one. As far as dollar term profit goes, that's bang in line with expectations, coming about $342 million. We were thinking it'll come in about $340 million. EBITDA has come in at 480 crore rupees. The margin also healthy at 21.7%. So those are the details as far as the Mahindra Satyam press conference is concerned. We'll keep a close eye out on that one. We're going to slip into a short break, but coming up on the other side of the bell, even as the Bank of England leaves the key rates unchanged at 0.5%, all eyes will be on the ECB. Will we get another round of the LTRO? Will rates be cut? Details when we return.